Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Miami. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Running the wildcat. It's Procise. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away.
But not a big gain with that play. But what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They go play action here on 1st down. And his first look is incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver. We asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
3rd and long for Prescott. Backing up. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Here's Austin. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. In motion, the tight end. On 1st down, Procise. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. Here's a play. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Mexico City football to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. Procise on the toss. Are you kidding me? And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
Well, partner, you might want to tear up your scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it really well and picked up the 1st down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
This will be caught just inside the 10. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Procise. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll go with Procise. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Out of his end zone. Prescott. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. Now Austin. This offense ready to take over again. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he's brought down. And give him 15 more, and it's another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football. But you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
On play action, they'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And a safety the last go-around. That's how we arrived at this 2-0 score. See if they can respond.
Such an oddity, isn't it? See those 2 points go up on the board.
Looks like soccer. It's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A second down throw for Prescott. Finding time. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Aaron Donald breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Prescott from the gun on third. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And now back out comes the offense. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver as the first half is winding down. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And onto the field here come the Panthers. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half. Prescott flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. And break. The tight end's got it. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Throwing. Prescott on the right side. This is Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Prescott. He's got time. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go. 38. Let's round.
First down, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On second down, Prescott again. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Flushed out right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll try and run it with Strong, the fullback. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it. This is Procise. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now from back at the 5, this is third and goal. Prescott on third and goal. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
The Hall of Famer, Too Tall Jones there on the stop.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. And the offense moving quickly to the line. The direct snap to Procise. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Miami, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Here we go.
Going with their tight end on 4th. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Noah Spence in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football, and getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Desperation time. Prescott looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. They come out here in the eye. Right back to Procise. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Every time I see a coach challenge a spot, that makes me a little bit nervous for that coach. Those are very difficult to get overturned.
Well, the biggest reason, correct me if I'm wrong, is just technology. A lot of times you just don't have the angle.
Yeah, I think all the coaches, when they want to challenge that type of a play, they want to put the magnets or the things or the sensors in the ball to show exactly where it is. But right now, it's all about us humans. I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 9 yards to go. It's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, we know he's got the speed there he needed.
Can I get a witness in the darkness? 'Cause there ain't no love at all to be found. Feeling like a freight train, trying to break chains. Everybody needs somebody, no doubt. Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul right now. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the brink of the light. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care if I'm losing my way. I've been waiting for you as the night fades away. So roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. Can I get an amen when the night ends? There's no winner when you're walking alone. Sliding down the last street as the day creeps. What you doing with nobody at home? Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul. Come on. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got. Oh, oh, oh. I said
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Ready for football now on a sunny Florida afternoon. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
Special teams coaches spend a lot of time scheming things up, but this was just a bad return. Now the offense has a long way to go to try to put points on the board.
The first carry for C.J. Procise. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges. Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage? In other words, can the defensive guys hold their leverage? What we were always taught was keep your outside arm or outside shoulder free if you were playing on the play side, meaning the ball coming towards you, and anyone coming from the backside, they're pinching down and sliding down towards it to try and keep people kind of locked into one spot. And boy, what a great defensive play there. Worn out leverage, running to the football from the inside out, turned into a big loss of yardage.
In motion goes the tight end. Out of the gun now on third down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the... Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Brady to throw on second down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it's the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
He'll look to throw, and this is going to be incomplete. C.J. Procise was the intended target. Now 4th down.
Well, that was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective because they understood where the first down line was as much as the offensive guys did. Did not give up any more ground, and when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense, you never take your eyes off the quarterback, and when he reacts, you do exactly the same and go get the ball.
And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Brady now on first down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Then he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Going for the deep ball. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
2nd down following the incompletion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Brady will try again on 2nd down. And Brady has it over the middle. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They pitch out to Howard. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he can gun down a few guys? And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are in for 6. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job, execute it.
Come on, let's go! Ohio!
Here's Procise. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Let's go.
On first down, Brady. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Brady on the bootleg. He's going to let it go again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Cooper's got it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And complete, right side to Cook. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. On play action, it's Brady. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the prime. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. And here now the offense heading back out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ohio!
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 7 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
.44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4.
It went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Shift together here from the D-line. Brady going to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jordan Howard, 56 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Sugar! Wait, 20! Here we go.
Trying to punch it in with Howard.
And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for two fails. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. This is pro size on the carry. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go. 1, 9.
They'll hand it off to Brosize. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Back to throw here. Being chased out left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll run with Brosize. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in Miami as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. C.J. Brosize, a 6-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Howard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. On first down, they run with Howard. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Brady now to throw. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. In motion left, that's Cooper. To throw, it's Brady. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And now whistles blow here. Play is stopped, and we're going to get a timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On the toss play, Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They go with Howard again. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Again, left side to Howard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's looking for the big runs, the explosive runs, the 20 to 30-yard plays. But anytime you're picking up good yardage and setting yourself up on down and distance, offenses love that too.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. And with that, we sign off from Miami.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop, word up. I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my ankle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. It's come out like a power with an M. I get down like gravity, rackety rappers and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids of being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and ribbons into the sky. I'm a rebel, feeling riveting, rhythmically right, a vigorous spinner right to the rhythm, whittle the side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect her. I don't expect a special, ain't special. I don't expect nothing. I'm just really glad I can. Blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keep pressing. Worst keeps my oppression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. From the presence now. Presence. Come out.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Ready for football now on a sunny Florida afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Procise, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Second down following the run. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Again they run, again it's Procise. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
3rd and short, it's Procise. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
On the handoff, this is Procise. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Procise. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, again, they go Procise. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
A 2nd down carry for Procise. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit.
And a loose football. And the Bengals have recovered it. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
The first carry for the rookie Procise. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
2nd down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. On third and long, it's Carr. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
On second down, here's Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to have a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. Third down and 3. Carr going to try and throw on third down. James has got it. Complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. C.J. Procise, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are in for 6. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Here we go.
The drive starts with C.J. Procise. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On the counter, it's Procise. 1 yard and now no yards. Have them looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So he runs it for 1 yard, then no gain. I don't know that you go back to that well here on third down.
Yeah, I don't know that you do as well, but if you want to get the ball to him, if you want him to have it, maybe you get him into space and throw it to him.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll dump it off to Procise. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it third down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. Now hang on here, timeout called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
We ready? Wide and yank. Wide and yank.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
All right, here we go. Come on, baby. Alert. Alert. Come on, baby. Alert. Alert. All right, here we go. Come on, baby. Alert. Alert.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Complete. He finds Brate. That one good for 21 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go. Come on, baby. Alert. Alert. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Now a 1st down carry here from McCoy. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They start out with a run from Procise. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And that'll give him a 1st down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Come on, let's go. What? None.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll put Fuller in motion right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So third down, just 1 yard to go. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show is buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
All right, here we go. We're going to rally. Rally. We rally, baby. We're going to rally. Rally.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Throwing his car on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They come out here in the eye. On first down, Procise. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. The direct snap to Procise. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Bengals will get the football back. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
We ready? Hey, we go rally.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And Boyd has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, yes.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. C.J. Procise, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to throw here. Complete. He finds Bray. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball. When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. In the red zone this time. Come on, let's go. On On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Come on, let's go. Try 38.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver from 10 yards out. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm.
And got his man complete. And he's taken down deep in their territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 67 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And quickly, they get to the line.
Partner, you know I love it.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. Right back to Pro-Size. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The veteran Carlos Dansby in on the stop.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Escaping the pressure right. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They'll come up now in the wildcat package. Running the wildcat, it's Pro-Size. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. They'll come out in the pistol. Miller the man in motion. Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Paul Krause. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? It's a gain of 7, and it's a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chris Long in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Brandon Carr. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work. Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws.